Good evening. My name is Christopher Bannon with the National Weather Service here in Slidell, Louisiana, and this is your Sunday weekly forecast update for Sunday, September 27th. A real quick overview. Looking at the tropics right now, everything remains mostly quiet. However, there is one area in the Western Caribbean that we're going to kind of keep our eye on in the next 5 days. However, development of that system, if it does develop, would be very slow, and we do have time to watch. Our first true cold front does look to move through during the evening hours Monday, and much cooler air behind it will move into the area and actually remain over our region throughout most of the week. We could see a reinforcing cold front later in the week. There is a high chance of rain with some isolated thunderstorms during the afternoon and early evening hours tomorrow, and then rain should really taper off after the cold front moves through, and then look for a much drier forecast after that. And then looking at the longer range forecast, everything suggests that we could be on the cool side and dry side as we head into the first week of October. So here's the tropical weather outlook. As you can see, that area I mentioned in the Western Caribbean has a 0% chance of really developing, or near 0% chance of developing in the next 48 hours, and a 20% chance over the next 5 days. We could see a broad area of low pressure develop in the Western Caribbean over the next few days, and then development would be very slow as it continues to just push off to the west-northwest across the Western Caribbean. It's just an area we'll have to keep an eye on, but as of right now, everything does remain mostly quiet, and that system is, if it develops, is expected to be quite slow. So this right now is a satellite image we're looking at. This is the visible satellite. It is showing that cold front moving through the central United States right now. And as you can see, with a good bit of cloud cover over Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, that cold front was pushing through with a lot of clouds behind it, and then a few thunderstorms and rain along and ahead of it. The cold front by 6 p.m. this evening had already pushed through St. Louis and Oklahoma City, was currently moving through the Ozarks, and was approaching the Red River Valley. So that cold front is expected to move into the lower Mississippi Valley early tomorrow and should push through southeast Louisiana and southern coastal Mississippi during the evening hours tomorrow. So this is your selected cities for the next 5 days, and we kind of changed things up today. So we picked Woodville, Mississippi, Pascagoula, Mississippi, and then Gonzales and Houma in Louisiana, just to kind of give a little bit different view across our region. As you can see, the forecast for tomorrow does show highs still getting into the 80s across the region. We'll be warm during the first part of the day. Clouds should start to increase during the afternoon hours, with rain chances increasing from west to east. And as you can see, as we get to Tuesday, look at those high temperatures in the lower to mid 70s across the area, with lows Tuesday morning possibly into the upper 40s across southwest Mississippi, with Woodville showing a 48. And then you can see Gonzales and Houma around 52 Tuesday morning. We do sort of warm back up around the midweek, Wednesday and Thursday, with highs right around 80, 81 degrees by Thursday. But then the secondary cold front, a reinforcing cold front, moves through, and temperatures are back down into the 70s with lows in the lower to mid 50s again Friday morning, and it looks continue to be cool as we head into the weekend. The severe weather outlook. Right now, we're not really outlooked for anything. We do have a marginal risk expected for tomorrow. It's just off to our northeast. However, we will see a few thunderstorms across the region. This is your 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. As I mentioned earlier, that we do have that cold front that comes through tomorrow night, and then a reinforcing cold front later in the week. But even looking further out, the forecast calls for high probability of below normal temperatures as we head into that first week of October. As you can see, this is valid for the October 3rd through October 7th, and it's showing much of the eastern United States well below normal. So keep your fingers crossed that we continue to see these fall temperatures as we move into October, because if you remember the last couple of Octobers we've had, they've really been more of what we call Ogtober, and it's been rather hot across the region during the October months. This is your day 6 to 10 rainfall outlook, and what it's showing right now is we have a high probability of seeing below normal rainfall, so we'll see kind of a dry forecast as we move into the first week of October as well. And quickly going over the summary of impacts. Tropics, right now, they still remain quiet. However, we will keep an eye out on that area in the Western Caribbean as a system does try to slowly develop, but we have some time to watch. Right now, it's got a low chance of probability around 20% in the next 5 days. Our first true cold front, yes, cold front comes through during the evening hours Monday, and we'll see well below normal temperatures through much of the week. And then much drier conditions after that front passes. But before that front does move through, we should see some showers and a few isolated thunderstorms. However, we're not really anticipating much in the way of strong to severe storms, but do expect to see some lightning strikes and hear a couple rumbles of thunder. And then the longer range forecast looks pretty good across the region, with below normal temperatures and below normal rainfall expected as we head into the first week of October. Thank you all for joining us. Hopefully this was beneficial to you. And if you want, go ahead and give us a follow on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Also, give us a like on the video if you enjoyed this. Thank you very much again, and have a great week.